Shopify just laid off 10% of its workforce, about 1,000 people on Tuesday. Their stock is down 10% past 5 days, overall 70% year to date. And if you look at this chart, and Toby took blame for this, he basically said, listen, we thought that this was going to be a fast forward into the future, that people would adopt e-commerce in a major way and that would stick. Here's US e-commerce adoption growth rate, massive spike when people were forced to buy all their goods online. And now it is regressing to the mean.
I mean, mean reversion is a bitch. If you look at Shopify stock, if you look at Peloton stock, if you look at Affirm stock, if you look at ARC, a lot of these things were trending in a great direction. They had this short-term crazy behavior in the middle of all of this free money, and now they've mean reverted. And, we're in the midst of finding out what the real price is. I got to give Toby a huge, round of applause, because he is such a great CEO. And I'll tell you why. Last year, in the middle of all of this wokeism, he wrote this incredible memo, which was, we're not a family, we're a team, which I thought was exceptionally well written and really got the point across. This time around, he just owned it. He's like, I made a huge bet that all of this behavior change was going to be discontinuous and permanent. And it turned out I was wrong. I'm sorry for that. And here's how we're going to have to course correct. In both cases, he kind of just put it all out there and he owned it. And I think that that's all you can do when you make a bet and it's wrong.
And here's what he said. It's now clear that bet didn't pay off. Ultimately, placing this bet was my call to make, and I got this wrong. Now we have to adjust. As a consequence, we have to say goodbye to some of you today, and I'm deeply sorry for that.
I mean, everybody made that mistake, right? So, it's just, you're right, Chamath, just own it. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We were talking about how COVID was this acceleration of this virus, and it was going to accelerate all these trends. And the acceleration.
The rude awakening is going to be for all these people who made all these bets, assuming that it's permanent. And specifically, I mean, especially around real estate and work from home and all of the stuff, benefits, and it's all going to change now. And the reason I say that is the combination of reversion to the mean will impact a company's bottom line. And those boards of directors and CEOs will say, okay, we're just going to have to reset expectations. And that's going to touch the employees.